Okay, so let's start doing this thing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to draw some sort of bushes around my character. The idea is that I'm trying to do it's kind of a joke, really, because I'm trying to do an avatar for a flight session on Twitch. And the funny thing is that there's something called a bush pilot, which is when someone flies a plane, and like a small plane in a rather remote area, like mountains or forests or something like that, or islands, and that's the kind of flight that I usually prefer. Unlike the more commercial airliner kind of flights, the big planes, the big jets. So I mostly prefer flying smaller planes with larger engines. With smaller engines. And so yeah, that's called a bush flight. And so I'm a bush pilot, and so I'm gonna draw the bushes here. So it's just kind of a joke. Okay, so I was trying to make a curved line here, but I always forget that I'm not really that familiar with curved lines here on aseprite. Okay, so that's good. So I'm just trying to draw like a baseline for okay, so I did not expect that to go that way, so I wanted to like all the way to here. Oh, why is it doing that? Is it because I'm off screen maybe? Yeah, that's weird. The previous line did not look like that at all. Okay, there we go. So I guess it was my fault here. I had to keep holding the mouse button before releasing. So I think that was the issue. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to add some lines which are going to be the branches for the for the bushes. So now I'm going to move this layer back here. I'm going to draw some branches behind the character. So we could have one like this, maybe like so, and then we turn it like that. And then I can have another one coming through here. And what else can I do here? I can have another one coming. Whoops, that was not intended. I can have another one coming through here. Just tilt it down. And I can have another one over here. This one's going a little bit further up, more in like a straight line. So yeah, I think that's cute enough. I'm kind of annoyed about this one here at the front, because it's kind of in the way of my face here, so I might need to adjust that just a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure whether I can just delete it like this, maybe. and just do it again. I think it's probably the best approach. Just delete the whole thing. Oops, sorry about that. Let me close this. Okay, so I think that's a good baseline. I guess this one could come down to here. You know, have a little bit more of a curve. And so we can delete this one over here. There we go. Okay, so that's the baseline. So now I need to start drawing some feathers, like some leaves. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what I'm aiming for, but I'm gonna try and do something like this. And then if this works, my hope is that I'm able to replicate the leaves instead of having to do one by one. So I have to do them all one by one. No, I don't like that color, but I don't want this to be too colorful. Just a little bit. I wonder if can I use this color as a darker shade maybe? I think I can. Might be just a little bit too colorful, but I don't really have much of a choice here. I could go with grays. Those are too bright, and then we've got the black, but it's a little bit too dark, I think. Isn't it? I think the purple will do. Will have to do. I'm not going to change my palette, so... And I like this darker green. I think it looks great, so I'm gonna keep it. Whoops. Adding a little bit of brown here. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer, damn it. Okay, so let me just pick this up from here, paste it on the correct layer. There we go. That was silly. Right, now I need to delete a little bit of this because it's just a little bit too large for a leaf. That's not too bad. Now I'm going to pick up this color here, add a little bit more to here, make it a little bit more even. No, I think I went a little bit too far on the brown sections here, but I also need to make the branches a little bit thicker, because otherwise you won't be able to see that in stream. It's just going to be too thin, and at the same time I'm just ruining the leaf here. So let me pull it back to this side, go back to the brush. And as I said, I'm going to try and make it a little bit thicker, because it really needs to, you need to be able to see the branch, you know, especially as you go lower in the image, it just gets thicker. Okay, now this looks a little bit too much, maybe it's a little bit too spiky. I think I might have overdone it there, so let me just reduce the amount of brown we've got here, maybe even the top. Okay, so I think the leaves aren't looking that great. I think there's some issues with the shading, so I'm going to add a little bit of green, although I'm not really confident that this will do. Is that better? I don't think it is. Yeah, the gray doesn't really stand out. The greens are a little bit too bright. Might need to find a different shade of green here, like so. Okay, much better. So yeah, I think that's slightly better, at least in the least. Yeah, the shades of green are just too bright overall. Yeah, okay. I think I'll go with that. Not entirely sure though, but I think it's not too bad. Wish I had a little bit of a darker green that I could use here, but apparently I don't have that, so. But I can change the brown sections here to something a little bit greener. Although I'm not sure if I should, because that kind of, you know, makes the branch not stand out as much. Okay, but that's not too bad. So I'm gonna copy this thing over. I'm going to replicate this over and over. Maybe, you know, making some just slight adjustments. And one way of doing that is probably just rotating and maybe even stretching the size of the leaf. I think that might just, you know, make it look a little bit different from the base leaf. Maybe just enough to pass, you know. Maybe having two of them here, and then I can go into detail and just fix them, because they're going to look really bad from having rotated them. I can try and use rot sprite, but I'm not sure if that's going to be much better, to be honest. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller, because it doesn't need to be as large as the other ones. We can have some variety here. Okay, save that, and now I need some leaves on the other side as well. So I need to flip horizontal and add another one up here. Oh no, I just messed things up now. Shit. Fuck! Okay. I might need another one. Smaller one this time. So we can add it to here. I'm gonna make it a little bit tinier. I'm going to rotate it to the side. And there we go. That wasn't good. So I'm gonna try that again. You know, the problem is that when you make it smaller, it actually loses resolution. I mean, that sounded stupid. You lose readability. So I'll need to adjust that later on. But that's not too bad for now. So I think that's a start. And actually, I might be able to pick the whole thing up and just replicate that instead of having to do it all over again. I might just be able to put it here like so. Okay, now here's an issue. I cannot allow it to go outside the canvas. So I might have to remove that leaf entirely. I think that's probably the easiest way of fixing this, because I'm not going to waste too much time trying to make it perfect, but I think I should probably just remove that. I'm going to add another one. To here. I was hoping I could use the lower part of the branch, but then the leaves are turned down, so I'm not sure if I'm able to pull that off. What? Yeah. I don't think I am. I think I need to flip this over again. Oh no, missed that. Okay, so now let me rotate this. Oh no, I'm picking up the wrong thingy there. Hold on. That was bad. That was a mistake. Okay, so let me try and make this smaller so we get a tighter curve in the same amount of space, and we also get some smaller leaves, which is good. And I could even make like a branch coming out of a branch, you know. So that's cool. That's not a problem. I'm just going to delete one of these leaves down here because it's, you know, we've got a little bit too many leaves now. And I could delete this one as well. Actually, I think I like that. I like the idea of having several branches coming out of each other. It looks like, you know, I think it works fine. And there we go. So if I add this one here, yeah, That's okay. Not too bad. So I'm gonna paste another one, and this one goes over here. I'm gonna change that, or I mean flip it or mirror it. So I like it like that, and I'm going to paste another one, and this one goes here. I might need to remove a couple of leaves from this branch as well because it's getting a little bit too crowded. Okay, so I'm gonna paste that there, and I'm going to delete it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I can delete all of them. Okay, so that's gonna be an issue. So I'm going to remove just this one over here. Don't want to go into too much detail, but I need to remove a couple of them because there's way too many leaves here. Okay, not too bad. Acceptable, mediocre. You know, one thing I've learned from working in advertising and such is that sometimes it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to get this thing done because otherwise I probably won't finish getting into all the details and such. And so just trying to get it done, really. Especially because I want to, you know, use it and go stream and do stuff with it, so. Okay. By the way, guys, if you're interested, curious, you want to know more about this, you can follow my Twitch stream at twitch.com/starchildstudios, and you can follow progress on Moving Avatar, which is this awesome thing that I'm using. And yeah, join me up there and say hi. All right, let me change over to layer 2. I'm gonna paste that thing here, and I need to rotate that. I mean mirror that thing. I should probably have started with the front ones. I think the front leaves are probably a little bit more visible, so I should probably have started with that one, and I could even have done the whole branch instead of doing just the tip, and I think that would probably help. So I was a bit dumb there, but that's not much of a, you know, it's not critical. It's just something that I could have done better. Guess it's lesson learned for next time. And I think the leaves here on this layer really need like an outline or something, because it's a little bit trickier to read what these things are that are in front of my character. And so yeah, I might need to add a little bit of an outline to this thing. And I might need to add more leaves as well, but I can just replicate the layers, I guess, and just replace them over and over. I think we'll be fine. Need to remove this really large section here, which is not being used. I decided to ignore that part for now because it's, you know, a little bit too much in the front of the character. So gotta paste another one of these here. Gonna put it over there, rotate it a little bit more. And we just need one more, and we'll be done with the plan, I guess. Probably not done with the whole thing because I feel like I need to add outlines and a little bit more mess, especially at the background. I think. Why did it fire? What did I say that it understood as a curse word? Was it mess? No, I don't think it was mess. Something just triggered the curse word thingy here. Wonder what that was. Just so you know, so moving avatar actually has something called custom curse words, and what that does is that it triggers that sound you heard, like the clown noise or the toy squeak. I think that was actually the toy squeak. So it triggers the toy squeak sound whenever I say a curse word. So that's one of the latest features I've added to moving avatar. So if I say something like mind your ears, by the way. If I say fuck you, you heard that thing playing when I said fuck you. So I'm gonna add the new layer because I think this is gonna get messy very quickly. If I start adding stuff like this and then I'm not able to remove them or anything, I think it's just gonna become chaotic and an issue. It also might help with defining the outlines for these things, for the leaves and the branches. So if I do it like this, I think it'll be safer for me. I'm just replicating this thing over and over. I'm not doing anything else. It's just keeping it simple and easy. As I said, I just need to get this done. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just need to have something to work with. So and what I'm aiming for right now is having like a lower section where the branches and the leaves are more in tense, if you know what I mean. Like it adds a little bit more mesh to the bottom. It just integrates better with the stream layout, I think. Should probably start doing some crossed ones because it's getting a bit repetitive down there. We've got a lot of branches going to the right side, and I think I need to rotate, maybe add a little bit more diversity to what we've got here, and a little bit of, you know, change to the size, to the height of the branches. I think I need that too. Okay, so if I add this one here as well, and maybe if I tilt it a little bit to the side, you know, making some X's. And I think I need to okay, so I need to add some more to the background layer. So let me get this one like so. Okay. Okay, going back to the background layer, I'm gonna add some more. Mirror the whole thing. Tilt it a little bit more. So what's gonna happen later on is that I think I might just, because I'm using layers, I think I might be able to just save two different files, one for the front leaves and one for the back leaves. And doing so will allow me to have my character move around and, you know, kind of interact better with the leaves instead of having just one layer on top of him. So I think this is gonna work great. I hope people get the joke that it's a, you know, bush pilot. I hope it's not too sophisticated. I also hope the green color doesn't get picked up by the chroma key settings on Streamlabs, because that would suck big time if the leaves were being picked up by and filtered by the chroma screen, the filter, I mean. Okay, I think we're close to an end result. And I would like to add like a pilot cap to my character, but I need to look into that, and I need to look to figure out what they look like. Okay, let me just add some more to the front. I think there's something missing here next to the shoulders or such. Maybe change the size a little bit so it doesn't look like the other ones. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna try and use the special effects here on aseprite. I'm gonna add the outline. So I'm using layer 4. And I'm gonna use an outline color which is going to be closer to black. So actually that red is very interesting. Yeah, I might add a little bit of red here to integrate just slightly better with the image. And I'm going to remove the ones from the side, the ones from the top, so I only get shadow on the corners, on the bottom right corners of the leaves, which are usually easier to understand when you have like a shadow, you know, being constantly on the same side. It makes for an easier read, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same for this one. So let's go over to effects, outline. Same thing, different colors. So it should be, I think the hash is, the X is 000 004. I think that was the color I used previously. Now this one is going to have a little bit less shadow, because I think it might, you know, it kind of gets a little bit more in the way of the face, and I want to protect that. Not the face, not the face. And the ones at the back, I could do exactly the opposite, so I can have more shadow on the background. As I said, it was 000 004. That was the color I used. And should I do it like that? I wonder if that's too much. I feel like the background ones are just a little bit too bright. I should probably make them slightly darker somehow. The whole color for that thing should be slightly darker. Now I don't think I'm able to do that easily. Oh, maybe I can use brightness and contrast. Let's see if I can use the hue and saturation. If I reduce the saturation, we've got a side effect that it makes it slightly darker. Doesn't need to be too much. Just wanted it to look just a little bit different from the ones at the front. And yeah, we can use L. I guess it stands for light. I think maybe the hue is a little bit off. Okay, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna hide the character layer. I'm gonna remove the back layer, and I'm gonna save this part. So this is the front layer. I'm gonna save that as, actually I'm going to export. I'm going to export that. I'm gonna do that at 200% because it's easier to apply. Actually, I think I was working with 125, but I'm gonna do 200. I think. I don't think I can do 125 here. Yeah, I don't think I can select that. I don't think I can change that. So the output file will be bushes for the avatar, front. Oops. .png and export. Okay, file export doesn't support layers. That's not a problem. Yes, please. Thank you. And I'm going to get the background ones and remove the front ones. The front ones. And I'm gonna change the name to, instead of saying front, I'm gonna say back. Back. Try and get that back. All caps. Okay. And export, please. Thank you. Gonna highlight the whole thing again. I'm gonna save this. And I'm gonna go over to Streamlabs OBS, which is the software that I'm using to record this thing. And I'm going to add a new source. And I'm gonna select image. Add source. I'm gonna say bushes. I'm gonna say bush pilot. I'm gonna type bush pilot. Pilot front bushes. I'm gonna browse. I'm gonna go over and find that image. Where is it located at? So this is the front, right? Yeah, this is the front, and I'm done. Gonna put it over here. Gonna reduce the size. Should probably do that. I should probably do that numerically, but you know, not going to because I'm lazy. Funnily enough, it's not looking like it's the right position. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, now I'm going to add a new source, and that's going to be an image as well. And I'm going to add that, and I'm going to add a new source instead, and it's going to be called bush pilot back bushes. Not the 8 there. Don't like that 8 over there. Add source. I'm going to select the back bushes and load the image when it's not being used. All right, now this needs to go behind the moving avatar, and it needs to fit like so. Over here somewhere. Okay, I think that's pretty decent. Cool. So if I talk, are there any front bushes in front of the balloon here? No, there are not, but I guess we can try and get it there. Actually, I don't think I can. Okay, but that's not too bad. I think I might be able to keep it like that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I hope this works for my next videos on, you know, flight simulator or something like that, where I can do bush flights. Yeah, and that's it. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think it's gonna crash or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. My Windows is, oh, I guess the background was changing or something. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna get on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I'm gonna enjoy some flights, being live on Twitch. To remind you, just go over to twitch.com/StarChildStudios and make sure you follow. And, you know, I'll see you guys around. Have fun. Have a great day. Bye.